going on, Gemini? Welcome back to the channel, Elev8te Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. This is going to be your hidden messages reading. As always, my readings are timeless unless otherwise specified. So this reading in particular is. So I do trust that when you come to this reading, there's a message here for you. All right, if you're drawn here, there's a reason. So I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you're doing your best to stay as aligned and hydrated and in flow and focused as much as you possibly can. Okay, so this reading in particular is a hidden messages reading. So for those of you that are familiar with my normal readings, I typically will start the reading off with the hidden messages, meaning the readings at the bottoms of the decks of the cards that I use before I actually get into the reading. So this reading in particular, though, I was, randomly guided to do this, and I've never, read like this before. So at least just for a reading. So that is what this reading is today, is literally just the bottoms of the decks that I'm using here, these 4 decks. So I pray that you guys, I trust that you guys find resonance here, and whatever, messages you need to see or hear. Okay, so as they are hidden, this could definitely be talking about something that maybe isn't revealed to you yet, something that maybe you're not privy to, something you're unaware of, or something you're maybe just not wanting to look at. Okay, that is what this reading is going to be based around at this time. All right, so if you guys do like this video, please give it a like, consider following, subscribing, sharing, all the good stuff. Okay, I really appreciate your support and your presence. So gonna get into this. All right, so to start, we have the World. I believe Aquarius also got this card, so you may want to check out that reading if you have Aquarius placement. So card 29, and then we also have the Observer, card 49. Okay, and then we have Fishing Pole, Virgo energy, card 9. Okay, and the Tower. Interesting. And it's so funny because I just did Scorpio's reading and they had a major arcana at the bottom of the tarot deck as well that for their reading. So so what this feels like, Gemini, is this something, what's hidden right now, what you maybe don't see coming, something you're not maybe expecting, is this Tower could definitely feel like something negative. Okay, typically in tarot, towers, a lot of people, at least, they read the Tower as a negative card, right? Because it's something that typically shakes us up, shakes our world up. We weren't expecting it, we didn't see it coming, right? But however, that's what major arcanas in the tarot do anyway. They're naturally major events that's going to happen one way or another. So this is kind of like, I feel like some of you may have known that this would eventually happen, you just didn't know when. Okay, but for some of you, this doesn't necessarily feel like a negative Tower. Okay, it's really a matter of how you choose to see the situation. Okay, with this Observer, and then this message in a bottle underneath that, it feels like some of you, this is kind of like an indication to shift your perspective about something, especially if it's something that feels negative. Allow yourself to see it as, how may this be helping me? How is this maybe to my benefit versus my detriment? Okay, because underneath that is the Chariot. All right, another major arcana, by the way, which is Cancer, major arcana for Cancer, followed by the major arcana for Virgo, Hermit. Okay, followed by the Moon. Holy shit. Followed by the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. I know y'all watch me shuffle this deck, and the Magician. Gemini, why are there so many major arcanas here? Why? I really need to know right now. Y'all watch me shuffle this fucking deck. Why are there so many major arcanas? Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major arcanas. Some of you may have a life path number 7. I have a life path 7. And this is not my sign. Like, I'm not a Gemini. I mean, signs don't really matter, honestly, but holy shit. This is a major period for you guys. Okay, that it probably explains what this Tower is about, Gemini. This is a really pivotal fucking time to have 7 major arcanas back to fucking back. Okay, but the Wheel of Fortune is in here, Chariot. Okay, this is about forward progression. Okay, victory, overcoming challenges and obstacles. Okay, being in harmony with both your light and your dark. Okay, moving forward. Some of you may be getting a new car. Something could be happening to your old car, but it's positioning you to get a new one. Some of you have been asking for that. Okay, so it's like, it's putting you in a position to maybe be by yourself, to kind of like go within and be like, how can I look at this differently? How can I see my situation? Like, what kind of message is this situation trying to bring me right now? Okay, you see what I'm saying? It's like with this unfinished symphony and the yang energy, it's like something, you know, that maybe you thought was over, it's not, okay? But this is also, 10s do represent new beginnings, like new cycles, okay? So it's like something is hidden here, something that you're, like I said, this could be kind of like helping you end a way of thinking, a way of believing, a way of viewing things that feel like a challenge, right? Because it's uncomfortable, we weren't expecting it, we didn't feel prepared, right? That's typically why it feels like a negative thing, right? Because you weren't prepared as you wanted to be for it, right? But I feel like what you don't see with the moon here, what's hidden from you, again, which is all we're talking about, right? And this darkness, all this darkness in this card is like, you don't see how this is, whatever this tower is really opening up doors of opportunity for you, okay? It's like it's changing things, turning things in your favor. But some things do have to fall apart in order to fall together. So that's where I feel like some of you are really being asked to shift your perspective, to really observe what's going on right now. Allow yourself to see, you know, what is this? Is this really, you know, what I'm observing? Is this really what's happening? Or is it just my lens of perspective, how I'm choosing to see this? You know what I'm saying? It's like things kind of, when you have sunglasses on, things typically look a lot clearer when you take them off, right? So this may be an opportunity for some of you to ask yourself, am I wearing sunglasses in this situation right now? Metaphorically speaking, obviously. But it's like you guys have a lot of opportunities that are trying to open up to you, okay? I feel like some of you maybe kind of like instantaneously kind of like down on yourself about, you know, like, why did this happen? Kind of like this woe is me type of energy, but not realizing how is this really aligning me to my higher destiny, okay? How is this really aligning me to more opportunities that I'm really ready for, okay? Some of you with this second chakra, Archangel Ariel, this is your sacral chakra, your center of creativity, of manifestation, of emotion, okay? So some of you, this is like something that's, it feels like for some of you, this is happening as a part of what you're manifesting, believe it or not. It may not feel like that in the moment, but certain pieces and parts have to come together in order to bring about the bigger picture, right? You have to put the puzzles, and don't always make sense until you get more pieces there. And then it's like, oh, I can start to see the image. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, that's what this is giving me. But it feels like whatever this feels like is falling apart, it's ultimately helping you, you know, more so depend on yourself, okay? More so rely on yourself. It's helping you put you in this place of autonomy, of being able to, you know, maybe not be codependent on other people, or where you found yourself always having to like ask somebody else for something or ask someone for help and they never show up. It's like, this is the ending to all that, okay? And the 7 represents intuition, spiritual path. So some of you, this tower, like I said, may feel negative, but you're not realizing how it's really opening you up to so much more. Some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening, and that could be what this tower is. That could be what some of you aren't yet seeing. That could be what's hidden, is that this, what feels like really tumultuous event is really opening up, you know, your, like, it's like it's opening up your own natural spiritual realm. You see it as like your own universe. Like, it's like, and that's why it feels like a spiritual awakening for some of you, okay? That's what this energy feels like. But it's helping you better connect to your highest self, better connect to the ethers, to your guides, to the most high creator, okay? It's putting you in position to, it feels like put some of you on your purpose to help others through their process because of the process you're currently experiencing. It's like you can't be the teacher until you're the student. You see what I'm saying? It's like you can't teach someone how to swim if you ain't never been in the fucking water. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what this feels like. So it's ultimately doing more for you than it may feel like, okay? Yeah, this may definitely feel like a challenge, an obstacle of some sort, some type of setback. But just know that that is temporary, okay? It's ultimately the same thing as like when you're driving a car and you're going to a particular destination and you're using a GPS and you just so happen to be like, fuck, I wasn't supposed to turn here, right? What does your GPS do? It doesn't get mad at you. It doesn't just shut off. It redirects your path, and it still takes you where you have to go. It takes you the easiest path of least resistance, right? That is what ultimately what your intuition is trying to do here. So that's where it feels like some of you are being asked to observe, you know, kind of just pay attention to the messages and the signs and where this tower is trying to ultimately take you. It's not trying to hurt you. It's not trying to derail you. But if you feel like you're being detoured, it's okay. Know that that's happening for a divine purpose. It's happening for a divine reason, even if, you know, surrounding you, it looks dark. But there's more that you can't see maybe clearly. That's, you know, on the sides of you. That means that those are options and opportunities. You know, just because the way ahead may seem a little foggy doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction. This is an opportunity for you to really rely on your own intuition, your own inner guidance, and where it's trying to take you at this time, okay? So I hope that helped, Gemini. If you did, like I said, enjoy this video or gained anything from it, please like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, all that good stuff. And until next time, you guys, howdy.